Dear friends, I would like to welcome Canan Piskin. She is a very inspirational lady. She is executive coach, the owner of the company, great mother, and she is the person who is helping a lot of communities and also a lot of women to stay strong and to be strong. She is now in London, and she's originally from Turkey, but actually Canan is from everywhere. That's why she's today on our mini summit, Go Global. Hello, Canan. Happy to see you.
Hello, Olga. Hello from nice British. It has just rained in the morning. Now there is some sunshine. We are happy to have it, even in the summertime. I hope I could have sent this breeze to Dubai right now, but I hope
with pleasure. We
flow.
have 45 degrees, and we always welcome the rain. The rain here is like paradise, and I think in London you get used to rain. Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. That's the normal here.
That's
and
wonderful.
When you are going global, your normal changes, not because of COVID, but when you are moving to a new country, your normal is, when I was in Dubai, it was 45 was my normal. Now the daily rain is also my normal. So thank you for inviting me to a lovely event.
Thank you, Canan. We're happy to see you. Canan is one of the today's guests, and she asked me not to give a lecture. She asked me from the beginning to ask her questions because she feels more comfortable and she wanted it to be moderated like a friend talk. And of course, with great pleasure, I will do like this, and I think it will be very good. Canan, you are the person who really in your life moved a lot. You are from Turkey, but then you moved to Dubai. And as soon as you become quite famous and successful in Dubai, you were working with Dubai Women Council, and I know that you were helping a lot of people. Then you moved to Azerbaijan. As soon you established yourself in Baku, in Azerbaijan, you again have to move and then again to England. And it's completely different worlds and different missions. Tell me, please, moving from one country to another, what is your experience? What are you feeling? How it's influencing your business?
Thank you. It is my pleasure to share my experience, and I hope there will be quite a lot of people getting inspired to this. The motivation to moving abroad, specifically to different countries, has their specific motivations. But in general, there is a let's say vision I have been having, and also this has to be a family vision, because moving, if you are having a family, it's not that you can just decide a country and you just move. It was a family decision to experience new worlds, new cultures, new businesses, new way of doing things. And the first time I moved from out of Turkey was to Dubai. I was back then working for HSBC, and I was promoted to a role in HSBC Middle East, covering the Middle East and North Africa countries in the business risk control management within the commercial banking. And back then, my intention was not moving to Dubai, but moving to a new world. And I was lucky to be there, as Dubai is like United Nations, as you can say. And the first good part was there were lots of different cultures and from different nationalities, which was including a kind of a challenge as well. And we will be speaking about these in the course of our conversation. Moving to Azerbaijan was as my husband took a role at a university as a professor. We wanted to continue our life in a new country. So it is even much better to live in a country than just traveling all around or just spending a few days. It would be adding to our family's vision. I would like my children to experience different cultures, that there are different cultures, there are different religions, there are different ways of living things. there in Azerbaijan, I shifted to executive coaching as well. I was coaching chief risk officers and chief C-level leaders of a leading investment bank over there. And moving to United Kingdom, in fact, the first drive was my daughter wanted to study in England, because they turned out to be the global children. They no more want to go back to and at a young age, it's much easier for them to get to know new environments. I'm sure you have experience with your children as well. They are more comfortable with global practices, global culture. There is no something that I'm used to this, and I cannot live without this anymore. So as she was moving here, I said, okay, I'm coaching very senior level people in Azerbaijan, and I want to grow my business. So I have to go global as we are speaking today. I have to change my environment. And for executive coaching business, either I have to be in London or New York. These are the top business places. So this family vision has coincided with my business vision. That's why I moved to England. So in last 5 or 6 years' time, I have moved 3 different countries. Interesting. So
it's interesting and it's very difficult, and I know that because I know that you are the leader and you are leading a lot of women behind you, and some people, they say it's the same for men and for women, but you how to say, you sacrifice a lot because you are following your husband. And I know that you were building your success in Dubai for quite a long period of time. You have a big database of people who were using your services. You become famous in different universities. You have a lot of clients who needed you. But then you decide if it's better for you and if it's better for your family, you will in a way sacrifice it and go there. How, I know that a lot of women, they are doing that because they think that family is more important. What do you think? What you will recommend to those people? And by the way, I know now that men are doing the same. Because if the woman has higher position, maybe she's a banker, she is earning more money than men. Now men are following their wives. What you will recommend to these people who are following? How not to feel bitter? How not to be angry? How not to feel like a victim? Mm-hmm. That you have to stop your career and to be the one who is following.
That's a great question. Thank you for opening this part of the conversation. As you can guess, firstly, I don't want to use the word sacrifice or cost. They are all investments to our lives. You are investing your family, your happiness, but also your future. And secondly, our first move from out of Turkey was because of my role. So my husband has resigned from his job, but what has created, this is very interesting, what has created an opportunity for him to start his second career as an academician. For example, he was in the finance sector as a trader in the mutual funds and fixed income sector, but he has also finished his PhD. So when I moved to Dubai because of my promotion to the HSBC Middle East director, he wanted to start his academic life, the second career of his life. And it was something that has broadened our minds. If we had continued living in Turkey, we would be available with very limited options for our lives that is available. So when you go global, when you just shift to even to the neighbor country, there will be lots of different opportunities you will be having. And why I moved to Azerbaijan? Because I have, let's say, instead of sacrificed, invested for my family. The well-being of the family being together is very valuable, and I have understood this value during this temporary time, I can say, this changing world as well. But also I have found opportunities in Azerbaijan. In Azerbaijan, firstly, it's a very open country to what is going on in the rest of the world. Although you can say they are a bit back from worldwide implications, there is a really high speed of catching up what it is going on. So it is, for some instances, it's very similar to Turkey that we have gone through in 1980s or 90s, but the pace, the speed of catching up with the new things in the world is much higher. And this is now a global world. You have Zoom, you have internet, and you can do anything. You can learn anything, you can experience anything else. And what's the opportunity for my coaching business? There was quite a lot of coaches, and Azerbaijan is an ex-Soviet Union country. And they would like to hire coaches for their leaders who have experienced other world practices. For example, I'm trained, I'm educated in higher schools of Turkey, but also I have my MBA from Warwick University, Warwick Business School. I have worked with global companies, global banks, French bank, British bank. And so the experience I have as an executive while I was working in the banking industry for 20 years has been a differential for me to get into the market of coaches in Azerbaijan. There I was able to experience and make use of what I have gained in this period of time. Moving to England, okay, at first you might think that, oh, this is an English-speaking country and a native speaker, I might have some challenges. And then I came to realize, and how I have received from the feedback, says my experience living in different countries, setting up new structures, setting up new relationships and networks has added immense value to my value added to the organization I'll be coaching. So that was really interesting, and it really pays back. The investment you do really pays back with multiples.
That is great that you're saying you don't put yourself as a victim or sacrifice. I like the word that you're using, investment in future, investment of family being together, investment in your kids' education to be to experience different cultures. I like the angle that you look at that. You try not to feel bitter, not to think about only you, but you're thinking about yourself as a part of a big family. And a family is already a big luxury to have.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I would like to add this victim part, if you let me.